Hey people, I'm done for the day. Overall, I did pretty well. 585, 23 tickets, and $34 in commission. So let's start with our good friend BYND. BYND didn't really do anything on the daily. It looks like it was trending down, but no gaps or anything like that. But it's still in play. 15-minute, there's this SMA. EMAs are heading downwards. Huge downward candlestick. Very bearish. 5-minute, it did a pullback. The reason for this is, if you remember, the 15-minute, huge, very bearish. So this is really just shorts covering. Hit the VWAP, couldn't break it, and that's sort of where I took my short. I think 400 shares. That seems about right. 400 shares short. So VWAP, it was hugging this EMA. There's this level here that it couldn't break. So I took the short position, and once it broke it, I just covered 100, 100, 100. Last remainder I got out here. It continued to drop some more, actually, all the way down to 147. But for me, this was a 150, almost a 1.5 point drop in terms of the average. So I was happy. 400 shares, $400. Actually, it's like about a point drop. Sorry. So I'm fine with that. Although if I held it, it could have dropped more. But it bounced at this level, the 148.26. Around this level, just remember that this is not a hard and fast rule. It could have bounced right around this level and go back up. Kind of like what it did here and what it did now. So I don't want that to happen to me. So I was being cautious. That's fine. I'm happy with $400 from BYND. AMRN, I kind of misplayed this a bit on the daily level. It gapped up. 15-minute, it held this level. It didn't really break this level at the top here. Popped up to that, around that level, didn't even make it, and then it started to go down. 5-minute, if we zoom in here, there's SMA here. The trend lines are sloping down towards it. The EMAs are sloping down towards it. So and then if we look at the 1-minute, I don't know why. Oh, maybe I set my SMAs and EMAs a little differently on this chart. So let's look at this 1-minute. So on this 1-minute, as we can see here, there's an SMA that's kind of curving up like this, and then all the EMAs are dropping below it. Hit this level, it bounced several times on this level. So on the way up, couldn't break the SMAs. That's when I took a short. I took a short. On the way down, took a short. On the bounce back to EMA, I took a short. I added to it. Overall, I think 2,500 shares. So on the drop here, and this is sort of the level it couldn't break, I took out 500 shares. And then when it dropped a bit more, I took out another. And then on the bounce back up, I just got out my position, simply because it's been here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost 5 minutes here. So didn't want this to bounce all the way back up. However, what it did was it hit the EMA again, and then it dropped. I'm fine with not making as much money as I could have here, simply because oftentimes if I don't get out break even, this could have run up like here, right? If I didn't get out here, just hold it, and then it just trends up, hits the EMA, it doesn't go back down further. It actually bounced all the way back up. So if I were here, if this was here, I would have lost a lot of money. This is big size, so I'm perfectly fine with just making $80. There's no hindsight bias. This stock could have done that, or it could have dropped. It was 1 or 2 minutes, like around here. Should I have went in or whatnot? It probably should have, if this were to drop, But this is like 4 minutes. Anything more than 3, I won't, or 2. For myself, I don't know. I'm just fine with the way it is. Just not comfortable with it breaking. So it is what it is. ADP on the daily, gap down. 15-minute, huge rejection here. So it became bearish for me. So 5-minute. So it got rejected. didn't really do anything. I think the way I was playing this was really using the 15-minute chart and the 1 minute. So on the 15-minute, after the huge rejection, there was no other real levels preventing this from dropping. So if you remember, got this rejection, it's trending below the VWAP. And then on the 1 minute, which is a chart I played, okay, so on the 5 minute too, there's nothing, right? This is ADP on the 5 minute. 5 minute, there's this EMAs, but SMAs above it. There's really nothing preventing it from doing what it needs to do. So I took 300 shares, and then there's this big bounce. I thought I was gonna bounce up, hit this SMA, and then drop. And the reason for this is you see this EMA, it kept sloping down. So I took the short expecting this at around this point to just break through, sort of like what it did here, where it broke through. But instead, it just kept on, it bounced, which is expected. I've called this many times in the past, and this is why I'm hesitant sometimes, is as the EMAs come towards the SMAs, that's why I take small sizes to begin with, because sometimes it comes here, it breaks, and then it just continues, and then the stock just tanks. Or it does something like this, where it goes down, and then it hits this, and then it bounces, and so the stock itself, stock price also bounced. Or actually, it's in real life, this is the EMA, so it actually is a reflection of the stock price. So the stock price happens first. But either way, that's the way I like to think about it, is it bounces, and then the stock price goes back up. And so it's between two SMAs here. After it did this bounce, I actually added to my position. So 300, 300, I think 200, so 800 shares. And then, but the EMAs continue to trend down. So on the way down here, I covered 100 shares real quickly just to get out some of my position. And in the event that it bounces, I can add back. It bounced back up, but I was hesitant to add back because I didn't know if this hits it and then it would just continue up all the way up, or if it will break through. So I had my finger on the trigger, and then it continued to weaken. So I started to cover 100, 100, 100, 100, all the way down to here to 159. And then on the way up, I had 200 shares left, so I just got out the remainder. And the reason for this is because at this level, it was holding this level pretty well, the 159.20-ish level for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much 5 or 6 minutes. So I knew that this stock is just going to continue to hold this level, and it did. It just basically made a reversal. Anytime there's a stoppage, it would do a reversal. I don't know where this level came from, or actually, never mind. I do know where this level came from. So I just marked it now on the daily level here. I just marked it here. So May 14th-ish, it hit this level. 1, 2, 3 days, it hit this level and it bounced, which is the 157.22. Oh no, this is 157.22. What am I talking about? Never mind. I don't know where this level comes from. 159.22. Yeah, where does that level come from? Maybe I have to go all the way back. Yeah, I have no idea where that level comes from. I have no idea. It's just a level it wants to bounce from for whatever reason. So it held this invisible level, and it bounced from there. So that's it for the day for me. I'm happy with my trading. Again, nothing crazy, very disciplined and control. So hopefully I can continue to do it this way. Nice, easy, controlled. That's the name of the game.